A local city jail is now housing prisoners from a nearby city.
Some East Alabama residents will soon qualify for grants of up to $2,500 to pay for home improvements. And the state's highest court will meet next week atop a local library.
A wet weekend is in store across East Alabama. We'll break down the forecast for the weekend coming up.
Coming up in sports, Piedmont Volleyball was in action last night. We've got the details. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
The cities of Gadsden and Jacksonville signed an agreement this week allowing Gadsden police to house their municipal prisoners in the Jacksonville City Jail. Both city councils approved the deal at their regular meetings earlier this week. Gadsden Councilman Jason Wilson brought the plan to the council, saying that the city has been unable to negotiate a new contract with the Etowah County Jail. Wilson says the county jail wants to charge Gadsden $50 per night per prisoner, which is more than it charges any other city in the county.
This resolution actually is an agreement that we will have with the city of Jacksonville, who has a brand new state-of-the-art facility up there to where we can transport our prisoners to the city of Jacksonville. And again, keep in mind, these are all, we're talking about misdemeanor crimes. You know, these are municipal level crimes. We are not talking about felonies or federal crimes that would automatically land those individuals in the county jail anyway.
Wilson says the price negotiated with Jacksonville is about $33 per night for each inmate, and this should save Gadsden about $350,000 a year.
It's actually a considerably cheaper rate per inmate per day than what we had in place with the county. And it also, obviously, again, the facility is brand new, state-of-the-art facility, so it'll be a great accommodation for a very terrible time in most individuals' lives, but it's the best you can do.
Anniston's Main Street program honored businesses and volunteers Thursday night at its inaugural Small Business Awards and Banquet at the Crest on Noble Street. Taking home top honors were the Anniston Police Department's Community Relations Unit, which was named the Main Street Hero, Sinclair Social, which took first place in excellence in historic rehabilitation, the Full Belly Deli, named Emerging Business of the Year, Rosalie Boutique, awarded top prize as the Sustaining Business of the Year, Downing & Sons, which received the Lifetime Achievement Award, and volunteer Ellen Bass, who was selected to receive the Advocate of the Year Award for her support and advocacy for the downtown community. In fact, the award was named in her honor and will in the future be given out as the Elizabeth Ellen Bass Advocate of the Year Award.
When we return, some area residents will soon qualify for money to make their homes safer and more comfortable.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Getting my car serviced is easier than ever with Buster Miles Automotive Group in Cleburne and Calhoun County. They pick up my car, service it, and deliver it back. Convenient, efficient, and top quality. Schedule your service today and see why Buster Miles Automotive Group is the smart choice.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The city of Anniston will start accepting applications next week for grants of up to $2,500 through the Anniston Changers Minor Home Repair Grant Program at the Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama. Those applications will be accepted through Monday, October 21st. These grants will focus on minor residential property repairs that correct a health or safety hazard. Applications must be made online, and the forms can be found on the Foundation's website, cfnea.org. City of Anniston spokesman Jackson Hodges tells EAN News this program can make a big difference for those who qualify.
This grant is very impactful. $2,500 may not seem like a lot, but it has gotten a lot done over the course of nearly 50 completed home repairs over the last several years. We have seen bathrooms done, we have seen roofs patched, we have seen ramps and decks built and repaired. It really makes a difference. It can't do everything, and some issues are too big for our grant program. Those are some of the reasons why an applicant may be rejected, but if you meet all the criteria and you have a minor home repair that we can help fix, we are glad to do it.
In order to qualify, homeowners must meet 3 requirements. First, they must own a home within the Anniston city limits. Second, they must be over age 60 or mentally or physically disabled or low income. Last, they must own the residential property and occupy it as their primary residence. More information is available from Letha Courtner, Scholarships and Grants Manager at the Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama. Her number is 256-231-5160, extension 24, and her email is lcourtner@cfnea.org.
The Gadsden Police Department has arrested 2 men and charged them with an armed robbery at the Game Day restaurant on Rainbow Drive last month. Police say Maruz Cornell McCulley, 19, of Birmingham, and Lamont Rakan Tucker, 20, of Talladega, have been charged with robbery in the first degree in that case, which happened on August the 29th. Gadsden Police said they had help from departments in Talladega, Priceville, and Rainbow City, as well as from the sheriff's offices in Morgan and Jefferson counties. They also received assistance from Central Alabama Crime Stoppers and the U.S. Marshal's Office, as well as the FBI Violent Crimes Task Force. This investigation is still ongoing, and anyone with information is encouraged to reach out and contact the Crime Stoppers or the Gadsden Police Department. And when we come back, here come the judges.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Jack State will host the Alabama Supreme Court in oral arguments next Tuesday on the 11th floor of the Houston Cole Library. All students, faculty, staff, and visitors are invited to attend the court session. Students planning to attend the oral arguments or the special lecture planned by Chief Justice Tom Parker must register by Monday. The Jack State clear bag policy will be in effect, and all individuals must pass through metal detectors as they enter the building. Well, we've made it Friday night, which means for a lot of folks, football. Are we going to have football weather, do you think?
Let's ask John Holder. He's standing by in the EAN Weather Center, and he will tell us, rain or no rain for tonight's game.
Mike and Katie, yes, if you're going out to high school football games across East Alabama this evening, carry the poncho. Rain is in the forecast. We'll have the complete forecast details for all of East Alabama next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Well, another day today where because of the cloud cover in place, we just did not see much movement in the temperatures. The high today was 77 degrees, again, well below the normal for this time of year. Our morning low only 70, a little bit above the norm, but again, the temperature's just not moving much during the day today with all the cloud cover. Record high temperature 100. That was just 5 years ago, back in 2019. The record low 48. The sun rising on your Saturday morning at 6:26 and the sun setting on your football Friday night before kickoff at 6:52. Speaking of kickoff tonight, here's weather on your street. Take out to Claremont Drive in Weaver and Sachs, one of many games going on tonight across East Alabama, and one of many games where we are expecting some wet weather at some point in the evening tonight. 70 for the low, a flood watch in effect. We think most of the heavy rain is going to be late tonight in the overnight hours. Not all, but hopefully we can squeeze in most of these games without very much heavy rainfall. We'll see. We're in a race to find out if that happens or not, but at some point in time overnight tonight, we're going to see some flooding rains across East Alabama. Coming up tomorrow, not much change. Today we were relatively rain-free across most of the area. Not so much tomorrow. High rain chances, about a 90% chance of rain. Noble Street in downtown Anniston, maybe going to shop, hit those stores tomorrow. Will be a good day to do that. A rainy day coming up. The high tomorrow again, way below the average by about 10 degrees with your Saturday high at 76. As we look ahead to next week, all this tropical moisture will be out of here. So that means we're warmer and drier next week. Temperatures rising back into the 80s. As a matter of fact, mid 80s by the end of the week on Hood Avenue over in Gadsden. Going to be much better weather coming up next week than what we're going to see over the next 3 or 4 days. Here's the 7-day forecast. High rain chances really all the way through Monday. 90% chance of rain tomorrow. Still a 60% chance of rain on Sunday as you head out to church and Sunday school. On Monday, back to work and school, about a 50% chance of a shower. High staying in the 70s, way below the norm for this time of year. But as we thin the rain out, by the early part of next week, you're going to see the rain chances going down. With that, more sunshine, the temperatures going up. Still summertime. Temperatures will be back into the mid 80s by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And we go back to dry weather. Nighttime lows not too bad, staying mainly in the low 60s. We mentioned that flood watch in effect for tonight. As a matter of fact, this flood watch is going to be in effect all the way until 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Flash flooding can cause excessive rainfall, and it can be dangerous. We're going to be in one of those situations, as you see the map here, down in southwest Alabama, not a flood watch. Here in East Alabama, most of central Alabama, under that flood watch until 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We're in a deal where it's not going to be a continuous rain all the time. There could be breaks. There could be breaks for several hours. The sun could come out just like it did today across East Alabama. But when the rains do come, they will be heavy and torrential and putting down maybe an inch or two of rainfall within a very short amount of time. We are still expecting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain between now and Sunday night across East Alabama. Again, grab those ponchos for any outdoor activities tonight and for the weekend. I'll be back here tomorrow morning to break down your Saturday weather at a glance, bright and early at 6 a.m. And I'll be back here for Sunday and Monday breakfast forecast coming your way at 6 a.m. on both of those days. Well, coming up next, it's not only football season, it's volleyball season. Jordan Smith all over it. He's going to talk some Piedmont Volleyball next. Jordan?
Thanks, John. Due to the uncertainty of weather last night, we've had several local teams cancel their volleyball matchup, but we did have one take place last night. The Piedmont Bulldogs traveled to Cedar Bluff to play in a tri-match against the Tigers and Gadsden. Piedmont swept the meet by defeating Gadsden 26-24 in their first set, losing 24-26 in the second, and then winning in the third 15-5. The Bulldogs also defeated Cedar Bluff after dropping the first set 14-25 and then closing out the match by winning 26-24 and 15-12. The Bulldogs did have a few notable players on the court last night. Kayla Brothers with 11 kills, 9 digs, and 2 blocks. Amaya Thomas with 10 kills, 11 digs, and 5 aces. Carson Young had 9 kills, 8 digs, and 2 aces. Casey Brothers had 4 kills, 12 digs, 2 aces, and 2 blocks. And Mulaney Studdard, 3 kills, 9 digs, 1 ace. And Adeline Bailey with 1 kill and 31 assists. As you heard John say, there may be a chance of some rain tonight. So let's take a look at some of those local high school football games that might be affected. Anniston goes in to take on Alexandria at Lucedale Stadium tonight. Central Clay travels down to Marbury. Etowah travels to the Warriors of Cherokee County tonight. Talladega goes into Ellie Bell Field to take on Cleburne County. Coosa Christian actually moved their game up to 4:30 tonight at Falkville. Donahoe is going to take on number 1 Wadley in Class 1A. Glencoe at Welborn tonight. Hanley is at St. James. White Plains takes on Hoax Bluff. And Centerpoint travels to Golden Eagles Stadium to take on the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Looking at a couple more, JCA actually traveling across state lines to Mississippi to play Victory tonight. Leeds is taking on Lincoln at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium tonight in a Class 5A Region 6 matchup. Munford at Bullitt County. Ohatchee takes on JB Pennington in Class 3A Region 6 play. Pinson Valley comes to Lamar Field at Oxford tonight. Pisgah, the number 1 team in Class 2A, in at Pleasant Valley tonight. Reeltown at Ramburn. Randolph County takes on Dadeville. Sax and Weaver go at it in a Class 3A Region 5 matchup. And then Fort Payne takes on Southside tonight at Southside. Also a couple more games in Class 1A. Woodville at Spring Garden. Westbrook Christian at Locust Fort in Class 3A. And Woodland takes on Gadsden tonight in a Class 2A matchup. And that's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's head back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Jordan, and thank you for watching today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble.
Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. Have a safe weekend. We'll see you back here Monday for your news on your schedule.